a shock of horror on my brown up here.
It's as if a demon has appeared. The energy of
Hey, well,
my eyes like, I'm ready. Hi, howdy painters. Welcome back. A lot has happened since the last come down episode. I relapsed on cigarettes, but not coffee. And then I quit again. And I've been quit, I don't know for how long now. Not that long, but I probably was on and off a few times, but I'm off for good right now. Right now. I'm off for good for right now. So I'm feeling a little vulnerable because I don't have my usual guard, shield around my heart. So let's get straight into painting. I did not achieve my SMART goal of finishing the show last month, obviously. Now my new SMART goal is by the end of the year, this painting will be done, this deer season will be done, this portal will be closed, and I will be reborn. I think that is actually happening. My whole thing last time of thinking that my shooter was too big and I had to make him smaller to be farther away, wrong. He's got to be big enough to recognize him as the shooter and have some characteristics on his face. So I'm going to have to put him back in. But if I didn't think it was wrong in the first place and erase it, we wouldn't have this thing that suggests blood and white supremacy. So that's where an accident turns into an asset. My fear is that I won't be funny if I'm just in my heart. I'll just be like a boring person. You know, I think most entertainers are desperate narcissists, and once I'm not that anymore, what will I be? I'm so afraid of being bored and boring. You know, here's something you probably wouldn't know about me. When I was a kid, I was the goody two-shoes, quiet, compliant, organized, orderly, conscientious, very sensitive to other people's pain. Like when kids were getting teased at school, I was just broke up about it. Or when teachers were getting teased, couldn't stand it. I was not one of the kids that was like wreaking havoc. I was trying to keep order. And my sister was the kind of crazy one, the creative crazy one. And I was really jealous because she got all the attention. So I made a comeback later in life to be the crazy creative one. But what did I lose in that, you know? What part of me did I lose? Sweet little Katie. I was so sweet and so tender. The world was too much for my sensitivity. Hey, so remember I told you about how my cats leapt from the car? Look, I did a painting about it. This is based on a painting called The Return of Persephone, and that's Demeter, and Hermes is bringing Persephone back. And so I made a painting, The Return of, I don't think I'll even call it The Return of Lester and Billy. I think I'll just call it The Return. A lot of my paintings lately are like those archetypal symbols: the flood, the fall, the return. So I'll show you a picture of what that painting is based on. Ding. I bet I can implant it in my video. Like ding. Okay. Yeah, so no word on my cats. They're fine. fucking gone, like my child self. You know what would be cool? Just flashed into my mind. Thank God for things that flash into your mind unbidden. I mean, except for the bad things. I have some really bad thoughts that flash into my mind, but I'm as you know, I'm a fan of TMI, but I won't even tell you. Imagine the most perverted, sick, twisted shit if it comes in. Let's not even talk about that. Okay. I think that it's not really me. It's like collective shadow flat coming in. I have a my unconscious opens up to the collective, and lots of crazy shit comes in. Best not to think it's me all the time. Okay. Looking at the hills, the thing that flashed into my mind was to get some more like interest and variation maybe in these hills. Maybe a little yellowish, goldish, just because there's gold in them thar hills. Literally. I don't know why. It just is. What's it mean? That's not covering up the trees though. Ew. We'll see. I'm just gonna do some like tie-dye in the hills. Might get covered up when I put the trees in, but it'll peek through. Here's something I was thinking of telling you guys. You folks. You people. You can paint from the head, from the heart, or from the gut, or a combination of all. I mostly have been painting with these narrative paintings from the head. I have an idea. You see me. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, and then with occasional gut expressions, like fucking up the tail. You know, you've seen that. But there's been not as much painting from the heart because I've been cut off from my heart. It's been a little too painful to feel my heart. I don't like how colorful this is. It's too colorful. Is it? Yeah. All the color needs to be here. Painting from the heart. I don't know if I can do it for on the show as much. It's much more quiet, slow. It's very vulnerable. Maybe not for somebody whose heart is not wounded. Maybe it's not that vulnerable. But for me, super vulnerable. This is a terrible color combination up here. It just does not, it really looked much better before. Sorry, people. But this is just part of painting. It just looked better before. It's not it's too many different colors. It's confusing. I want the deer to be the focus of this painting, and there's too many different colors up here. So I'm gonna get rid of this and just kind of recreate pretty much what I already had. I know the feeling of making stuff from the heart. It really does feel like more childlike, you know? It's like fun, it's play. It's not pressure. Colors, remember? If colors rule the world, what color should be there? Yeah, gray. This cool pink, I want to cool it down back there. Cool out, people. Cool out. Do you know what that's from? People, cool out. That was from, I'm told it's terrible impression, but it's not even an English accent. but it's supposed to be Mick Jagger when at the Altamont. Isn't that where things went wrong and the crowd was getting crazy and he's like, cool out, people, cool out. That's not, I know that doesn't sound like Mick Jagger. Cool out, people, cool out. All right, so we're cooling it out. Cooling it out. Cooling it out. Cooling it out. Okay. Are the trees gone? Pretty much. Okay, what's kind of good is that this tree looks like those trees. It's a motif. Now, actually, atmospheric perspective means that the mountain behind is lighter. Do we care about such things? I kind of do. It's not much lighter though, is it? Is it? I know what I'm doing, don't worry. My fear, what is your greatest fear? Can you please put that in the comments? What is your greatest fear? Mine, I think, is of not having value or being special in any way and just being like abandoned because I have nothing of value to the people who decide these things. I don't know. Just stop, Kate. I don't know what I'm doing, actually. I said I did. I don't know what I'm doing. But okay, that's okay, right? That mountain in the background, it's kind of eerie. Maybe the sky's gonna need to be lighter, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Let me just put some trees in. Here's the thing, Bob Ross, totally painting from the heart. I'm a head gut person, Bob Ross, heart. And you know why? Because he was really into animals. I was really into animals when I was a kid too. He did the show with a pocket squirrel. I don't know if they were actually called pocket squirrels or if he just called that because he kept it in his pocket. I don't know. But maybe I need to get a pocket and put an animal in it. That's next show. I'll have a pocket sewn on here and an animal stuffed in it. It'll probably be dead. So that it'll stay with me. Bonus points to the person who gets my reference. I'm not going to say it because it's controversial. I don't like to deal in controversy. Sad tree. What do you think, people? Does it really look sad? Do I have to put faces? Oh, do I put faces on them and tears dripping down? Or do I do, oh, I had an idea. Maybe I'll put sad faces on the yellow leaves on some of them. This is bad, you know why? Look, it's totally smushed up against the edge. But you know what? Let that be. Awkward. We like awkward. Let it be awkward. So I'm just gonna get my trees in that. I don't have it in me to do the shake. Oh God, it's taking me over. I just can't do it anymore, people. I think I've matured. I don't know who I am anymore. Does being a crazy spaz really befit a human or a androgynous animal demigod over 50? I mean, if you're an androgynous animal demigod, can't you just be anything? Suppose. No, man, sorry, but we hardly got anything done and those trees are not working. That's not sad. They look like they're trying to shoot the hunter. How the fuck do you make sad trees, people? I'm gonna figure this out right now. God damn it. Okay, maybe this is where we call on the heart, right? yeah, okay. How do I feel the grief? And translate that into these trees. Thinking of my child self, riding home on the bus, the last day of school. There's daffodils blooming on Anderson Valley Way on the lane. And I was thinking, I'm so alone. And the world is so beautiful. Okay. I have no one to share this with. I wonder if I should put some daffodils in there. Usually people who are like fucking mad, they're just sad inside. It's like me. I just need a good cry. Maybe they have to be going some other directions so it doesn't look like they're all just pointed at the hunter. So, I don't know. They still look a bit playful. I don't know how, I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to make it work. They still look a bit playful. I might have to do some drawing on my own, some studies to find it. I'm not finding it here. Let's see what happens if I just add some green. Just had a vision of, what was that movie? The Predator? Is that movie from the 80s with that thing in the woods? It was like all digital and weird and it came after you. The Predator. I just saw that in my paint. I'm stumped, people. I'm stumped. These trees have got me stumped. Really fucking stumped. I kind of want to try one more thing before the show's over, just because I have an idea. Maybe they're too big. They need to be small and sad. Like small, like they're dwarfed by the empty space surrounding them. Like, you know, they're too big. They're powerful. We don't want them. We want them to look vulnerable. It's good to make these mistakes. It just adds more color and, you know, just more stuff going on that I wouldn't be able to do on purpose. Okay, one more little attempt. And then we're gonna have to end this show for today. Maybe the show will be called Stumped. One little thing. Some vulnerable trees. I don't know. I just don't know, man. They're kind of ghostly. I like the light against the dark. I think their trunks need to be a darker color or a brown. Those are kind of doing something for me. Theoretically, if the ones farther behind are supposed to be smaller, but you know what? I don't care. I have to stop. I'm getting a little compulsive. Okay, people. I still don't know. I had in my mind a vision of like dense, chaotic forest all up in here. And I don't know how to translate that into reality. So anyway. Okay, thanks for being here for the Stumped episode of How Do You Paint. Look forward to the next one coming out very soon to theaters near you. Okay? As in your phone. Okay, bye.